To Economic and Industry Development Committee meeting. I can see that all councillors are in attendance and there are no apologies. There's no declarations of interest on the agenda or business outstanding. So opening the meeting, at 11:17 and moving straight into item number 1, which is the report, the Economic and Industry Development Committee number 2020-05 of the 3rd of December 2020. The recommendation that the report of the Economic and Industry Development Committee number 2020-05 of the 3rd of December be received and noted.
I'll move that.
Thank you, Councillor Fechner, and thank you, Councillor Kunzelman, for seconding that. And a vote. All those in favour? It is unanimous and passed. Moving on to item number 2 now. The Economic and Industry Development Activity Update. So the recommendation is that the report be received and contents noted. Would anyone like to speak to the relevant officer? Yes, can I please have Ms. Madsen? Thank you.
Good morning, Chair, Mayor and Councillors. Kat Matson, Manager of Economic and Community Development. Just quickly before I take questions, I thought it was timely, 6 months into my tenure here as the Manager of Economic and Community Development, 6 months in, it's time to update you on what actual economic development is, because economic development is one of those fantastic phrases that we all know is extraordinarily important to a region, but what does it mean and what do we actually do? It's also worth noting that the Mayor passed her 100-day milestone 7 days before I started, and in the celebration of 100 days and ticking off a number of commitments, one of those was beefing up the Office of Economic Development. In essence, economic development is about driving local jobs, local businesses and driving local investment. And so this report outlines what we have been doing in the Office of Economic Development for the last 6 months, what we're planning to do in the upcoming 6 months, and what are the key functions, if you like, of the OED, which specifically is local business support, investment and growth, industry development, investment and project attraction, and advocacy and major projects. Now, having said that, I think one of the really important things to note is that the role of economic development within Council is the role of all departments in Council. We get to lead it, we get to spruik it, we get to talk about it, but all the different functions of Council feed in, and that's outlined in the report. In fact, just this week when we were having a conversation about Food Truck Friendly Council, which of course is an economic development driver, we had representatives from every department to talk about the different processes, approvals, regulation, policy and process it is going to need to come together in order to become a Food Truck Friendly Council.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Madsen. I have a question in relation to the investment pipeline in the report. So what does the $565 million actually mean?
Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? Because $565 million in projects that the Office of Economic Development is actively supporting can sound a little bit abstract, but let me give you some examples. So last week we saw the announcement that MaxiTrans had located and built an expanded site here in Ipswich. That for us in Ipswich meant 70 new jobs now with another 100 to come. That conversation started for us well and truly 18 months ago, and in collaboration with state government agencies and the Minister's Office, we collaborated through a number of different processes and conversations to attract MaxiTrans here rather than in other sites in other states. In the pipeline currently, and of course these projects are commercially in confidence, but some examples, we have a food manufacturer who are currently looking for a site so they can expand. When that project is realised, it will represent 165 jobs to the region and a $1.2 million investment. We've got another business in the manufacturing space who's also looking for another site for expansion, which represents 11 million in capital investment and will realise 120 jobs to the region. And you'd be familiar with the hotel in the old courthouse, which is an estimated project value of $13 million and 125 jobs. So the figure that I've given of 565 million in projects in the active pipeline, they are projects that the team is actively working on and nurturing, not the projects that are going to come to the region anyway. And basically how we do that is by facilitating conversations and navigating the process with our clients.
I just wanted to thank you for bringing this report to us, because I know economic development, like you touched on, is somewhat of an intangible subject. That's more of about building relationships, collaboration, conversations. So yeah, again, thank you for putting that all together for us, Ms. Madsen.
Thank you, Chair.
Questions?
I have a question.
Yep.
Thank you, Ms Madsen, for the report. I am a strong supporter of the Buy Ipswich program, that approach to supporting our local community. I just wondered if the Chamber of Commerce's Shop Ipswich program will eventually dilute our Buy Ipswich program. Did you have any comment on that?
My understanding is that any and all message about shopping local and buying local is a good message. And from what I can see of the Ipswich Region and Chamber of Commerce Shop Local program and our Buy Local program, they actually just endorse. They all spruik the same message. One of the programs that we're looking at within council as well is how we can support local businesses sell to council. So our Buy Local program is empowering local businesses to access supply chain opportunities.
Wonderful. No further questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
So can I get a mover for the recommendation? Thank you, Councillor Fechner. And a seconder? Thank you, Mayor. And any further discussion? Yes?
I guess I look at this, just the achievements to date for this new council, and certainly the hands-on realistic support it's provided. I wouldn't mind probably seeing footpath dining included as one of those things in there for the point one, local business support, investment and growth, which obviously you, Councillor Johnny, have championed and worked with businesses to get that up. And really, really pleased to see that the local supplier forums, which will be helping connect people, as well as Small Business Growth Summit. I think these are really practical things that we hear when I'm out door knocking businesses and speaking to people. These are the things that people want to hear about. And obviously, with my defence background, I'm delighted to see the Scale Up program, a pilot program for industry coaching for small and medium businesses to help them get to know large defence contractors is something that's real, that's tangible. We had the City of Ipswich Defence Industry Attraction Committee meet again yesterday, have our quarterly meeting yesterday, and I just want to thank the council team for working so closely with defence industry and working with small business to get them working together even better. So I think it's a great report.
Thank you. I just wanted, was there any further discussion?
Just through you, Chair, acknowledging both your and Mayor Harding's commentary around this report. I think that we can look very optimistically at the future of economic development in our region with a very capable team. I think that having this as a report to the first committee meeting of the year sends a really good message out there that we are committed and we are active in the community, and that we are, you know, and it's kind of showing the community you know, what we've achieved to date and what we intend to do. So I think that these rolling reports about milestones that we're able to achieve are really important, but this sends a really positive message out there to say, hello, people from outside the region and inside, we're prepared to work with you to facilitate those conversations. And I think that the department is doing a fabulous job under the leadership of Kat since she's been appointed in Kat Matson rather in the last 6 months. So I'd like to commend them for being the conduit to those conversations, to securing jobs in our region and making sure that we're on the map, and everyone knows that Queensland is a huge opportunity. You know, migration will increase, house prices in Ipswich, you know, are skyrocketing because, you know, the market here is that we've got positive indicators that people want to come here, people want to do business here. So I really
Everyone
look
wants to
forward
move here because we're fabulous.
I look forward to.
I'll second that. Sorry.
Thank you,
forward to
Councillor
seeing that,
Fechner.
Yeah, come to fruition for us.
Yeah, definitely agree with everything that you've just said. Just in relation to your comment, Councilman, about the buy Ipswich or buy local and the shop Ipswich, I'm actually an ambassador for Shop
understand
Ipswich
that, yeah.
through the Chamber, and it's more about forming relationships and collaborations, and which Miss Madsen actually touched on in this report as well. So partnering with the chambers is definitely one of the significant achievements that we want and the outcome.
Councillor Doig, are you saying that the two programs are complementary rather than?
Exactly.
Yeah. If I could jump in there, I know when I was on the board of the Chamber, and obviously we had a push for Shop Ipswich as well. One is the public, you know, buying in Ipswich, and our Buy Ipswich program is council, making sure we buy from local suppliers. So I think we're being role models. You know, we're walking the talk as well. And just to, if I could, Chair, it's so important for us to support small business. Small business employ more people than any other sector. And I think it's really important for people in Ipswich, but also other people who are looking to set up businesses or expanding, that Ipswich is a small business friendly council. We are the first designated small business friendly council that I know that both yourself and Councillor Fechner initiated with the Queensland Government. And so we look forward to any ideas that small business, if there's red tape that small businesses are frustrated with. I know you're really busy. I know that you work long hours. Please let us know, and we'll work with you to see if we can work out better ways and better processes so we can help you be as successful as possible.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm just as excited about being a small business friendly council now as how excited I was at the day that we first become one. So I'm really proud of our economic development team and everyone that does all the hard work behind the scenes. So thank you again. No further discussion, so I can take the matter to the vote. All those in favour? And it's unanimous. And that being the last item of our agenda, I can close the meeting at 11:29. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll call for the next one at 11:40.